Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we have played 266 games in this NFL season. Only one remains, and it's the biggest of them all, as EA Sports is proud to present coverage of the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's get it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance on that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Gun! He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, I got him.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And now back out comes the offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run.
Go, run.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there. 57 yards on the ground. red zone opportunity.
Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Hurry up, here we go. 319. Four down. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. Now let's go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Set. 319. 319. Gone. Three down. Whip. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green 39. Switch. Leopard.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be slow.
That's what I'm talking about. That's this, boy. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Tight end right. Here we go. 4 down. Alert. Detroit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Banjo.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go. Green!
On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Double tight! Double tight! Now let's go! Green!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Double tight, double tight. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check 13. Check. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Check 4. Check 4. Hurry up. Detroit. Detroit. Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. Check 25. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Cut.
And it's third down and goal from the 4. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are in for 6.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Let's go. Red 38.
36.
Ohio. 36.
To throw again. Mason. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
White 90. White 90.
Back to throw. Mason. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, switch.
And they'll send the slot in motion
Detroit.
left.
Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go!
The final shot before break. Mason. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? A really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Motion. I got him. On me. Hey,
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now.
On third down. That's Stevenson. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's first down, New York.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is knocked down from the side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hot.
They're going to try and throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Set. Over. Hey. 4 down. Over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Space to run past the 20. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener. whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. What? Ohio. Kill.
Throwing again. Mason. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. What? Nine. Hey, you're on an island. Single receiver.
On third down, Mason. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Here we go. What? 90.
Throwing on first down, Mason. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And this one's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
I got one. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. 90. What? Let's go. What?
Looking to throw. Mason on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Mason. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go now. 56. 319. 319. Check. Hot route. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Double tight. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Now the ball comes loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A quick give to Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Green, 3. No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
He's checking Crab. Here we go. Next round. 94 is the mic. Ohio, let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tight right. Let's go.
We got 3.
Off the bootleg. Mason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, Mason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Tight end left. let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw on second down. Mason. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Ohio. Ohio.
To throw on third down. Mason. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And that'll give him a first down.
Tight end left, tight end left. Hey, hey, hey.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mason under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And this is caught at the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Looking to throw. Mason. And it's caught. Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard.
Chef.
Set. Green 39.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, the spin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Double tight.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Looks like the defense in
Let's
press
go.
coverage
3,
here.
Detroit.
4
Detroit.
down. 4 down. Key 81. Key 81.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. He'll drop to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen,
Let's go.
hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 1st down, Mason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
All right, here we go.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Strong right. Strong right. Let's Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the
Time
field.
for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.